4D Termination, Incorporated, empowering non-custodial parents. The information contained in this video is provided for informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal advice on any subject matter. There is no commentary in this video. There is just recorded audio that I documented over the years. So pause to read at your own speed. This video was made after multiple neglected and ignored attempts of reporting an unsafe environment to Okmulgee DHS for the last 9 years. This video is a timeline of evidence of ongoing exposure of unsafe and endangering environments to my son, J. Ron, and the parental alienation against me from 2011 to present. With this video, I'm hoping that someone will seriously look into this situation and change it. There are current child abuse and disabled adult abuse issues that I have been trying to address for the last 9 years, and these conditions have only continued because my reports are being ignored and neglected by Okmulgee County DHS. I have a 10-year-old son, J-Ron, who lives in Okmulgee. His mother, Charlotte Stokely, is mentally incompetent and developmentally disabled. Her mother, Kimberly Stokely, is her payee for Charlotte's SSI benefits and her authorized representative for her SNAP benefits. Kimberly falsely claims to be Charlotte's legal guardian because the judge's chambers in Okmulgee verified there is no record of guardianship. Here is the judge's chambers in Okmulgee verifying that.
Judge's chambers, may I help you?
Yes, I just had a quick question. I was trying to talk to the probate office at the court clerks, and I was trying to ask them if somebody had guardianship over somebody, and
Okay.
They told me that I need to speak with you.
And who is the person that you think has a guardianship?
The person who is supposedly...
Is it a child?
No, it's an adult.
An adult
Uh-huh.
that they think is in needing custody? What's the adult's name?
The adult's name is Charlotte Stokely.
Stokely?
Uh-huh. It's Stokley.
I don't show one. Charlotte Chanel Stokely?
Yeah.
There hasn't, I don't show that nothing's been filed against her. Would she be the adult that needs to have a guardianship?
Yes, ma'am. And the woman who's supposedly saying that she's the guardian is Kimberly Stokely.
Well, there's nothing that's been filed upstairs that I can see.
Kimberly uses this false claim against Charlotte to bully, manipulate, and take advantage of Charlotte by stealing her food stamps and SSI benefits. Whenever Charlotte confronts Kimberly about it, Kimberly blackmails, threatens, and physically harms Charlotte. Kimberly commits these actions in front of my son, giving him the picture that this is okay, when it's not. I watched all of this go on in 2011 when I was living with Charlotte and she asked me to help her. I reported these things to the Social Security Administration in Okmulgee, the DHS SNAP worker, and Adult Protective Services. Kimberly Stokely is a former employee for DHS Child Support Services. She has a close friendship with other employees at the Okmulgee County DHS office. My reports to Okmulgee DHS and APS were ignored. The Social Security Administration acknowledged my report and wanted to talk to Charlotte, but Kimberly threatened her, and Charlotte didn't talk to the Social Security Administration out of fear of Kimberly's retaliation. I then began getting threats of harm from Kimberly Stokely, her son Larnell Stokely II, and some others around town. Kimberly threatened me with child support and her son threatened to harm me. Here is the audio phone recording in 2011.
So if you want to stay away from me, you do what you're big enough to do, Charlotte. But him and nobody that look like him don't ever be able to amount to me and stand toe-to-toe with me because he's incapable. He ain't nothing but a bum. He ain't shit. I want you to see how he gonna stand up for your ass. He ain't even got a job. What he gonna do? Ride a bike over there? Take down on the bike? Is that what he gonna do? Ride down on the damn bike. He got to ride over there on a damn bicycle. He talking about he got a car and he got some shit. He ain't got shit and he ain't shit and he ain't never gonna be shit. That's why I won't talk to his monkey ass. And them little funky ass cell phones y'all got, they come from people that got tennis, people that ain't got shit. Real people got real phones. Oh, but I forgot he can't get one, can he? Because his ass can't pay the bill. And so, I know for a fact that Walmart do drug tests. Now, I bet you if Melody and them wanted to, they could dig deep and they could find out what he really got fired for. They wouldn't have to go by what he said. But all he's doing is inviting people into your business and his business. Because he run his damn mouth on some shit he don't know what he's talking about. But he got you thinking that he's shit. He's right. He know what he's talking about. I've been in the game a long time. A whole lot longer than him. And he playing a damn dangerous game. And all of that disrespect. I'm telling you, Charlotte, them boys is furious. They furious. Poopy is furious. Carla is furious. Your daddy, your grandma. But all these little tricks he done played? Yeah. Yeah. He gonna pay. I guarantee you. He gonna pay. And he gonna pay that child support. So, you know, I'm not gonna argue with him, and I'm not gonna say nothing else about this matter. But I can tell you right now, that nigga ain't gonna settle for that. That nigga's not gonna take care of you and that baby. He can talk a big stick, but he ain't gonna do it. Yeah, cause he ain't. What he gonna do with it? He can't even pay child support. What he gonna do with it?
This phone call was after the Social Security Administration contacted Kimberly about my report. Later on after this, Charlotte and her mother Kimberly conspired a false allegation that I was physically abusing Charlotte and my son. After a bruise was found on my son's leg caused by Charlotte spanking him in the bathtub, they blamed me for it and filed a false protective order against me. Even after this false protection order was dismissed for lack of substantial evidence, Kimberly and Charlotte still decided to keep my son away from me. As 6 years go by, Charlotte starts sneaking around Kimberly and letting me speak to my son on the phone and video calls. She had to sneak to let me speak to my son over the phone, or she would suffer the consequences from her mother if Kimberly found out. Charlotte would only do this because she would have intentions of getting in a relationship with me, but as soon as I would let her know that I was not interested in a relationship with her, she went back to cutting off my contact with my son. Charlotte wanted a relationship so that she could move away from her mother, but the way she turned her back on me after I tried to help her before, and the threats that were being made to me if I even came around, I wasn't going to chance it. This happened multiple times over a course of 8 years. Then, in 2017, I got a letter from DHS in Tulsa County stating that I needed to contact them because it had concerns to do with my son. When I contacted Kathleen Sargent at Tulsa County DHS office, she told me to get in contact with Nikki McCaslin at the Multnomah County DHS office for the details. When I called Nikki McCaslin, she informed me that my son tried to smother his little brother, and when he was caught in the action by someone, he threatened to stab and kill them too. She went on to tell me that he was being sent to Shadow Mountain for a mental evaluation. She asked me if I knew anything about what was going on in the home that might have led to this point, and this is what I sent her via email. The past was ignored, and now, after years of neglect of my reports from Otmulgee DHS, this was the outcome that was happening, and now I was trying to point that out to Nikki McCaslin. The Facebook messages were from my own mother and a couple of Charlotte's friends that were with her since childhood. They provided their names and phone numbers for Nikki McCaslin to contact them and verify all of this information. Here are those Facebook messages. I was never notified of the outcome in this situation. It's now 2020 and I still don't know what happened to my son. A little over a year later after this, I get a phone call from Charlotte and she's telling me that my son misses me and that he wants to see me. Charlotte goes on to tell me how she is still getting abused by her mother and her brother. She asked me to help her again by reporting the abuse to the Social Security Administration, DHS, and Adult Protective Services. I reminded Charlotte of the other times that I tried to help and it backfired on me in the end, causing me not to see my son for all these years. I told her the only way I was going to help her is if she allowed me to record and document everything as we went along, and she agreed. She recorded the phone calls between her and her mother and sent them to me for documentation. So I asked another friend of the family for another statement. This is Tanya Lopez. She has been a close friend of Charlotte's since Jaron has been born. Soon after, I was invited by J-Ron to attend his baptism. Charlotte and I both knew that I wasn't allowed around her house, yet alone her and my son, and I didn't know anybody in Otmulgee, and the only person she knew that was close at the time was her friend Tiffany Anderson, who lived directly across the street from Charlotte's house.
Tell him you're gonna get baptized anyway, so he need to have his black ass here. I gotta get baptized tomorrow.
Huh?
I want to get baptized tomorrow.
You said you gotta do what tomorrow?
I gotta get baptized.
And he playing a damn dangerous game. And all of that disrespect. I'm telling you, Charlotte, them boys is serious. They serious. But all these little tricks he done played, yeah. He gonna pay. I guarantee you, he gonna pay.
This is how the situation all unraveled. Charlotte got in contact with me and we communicated by text messaging and Facebook Messenger with some video calling and phone calls with my son, J-Ron. Here are the text messages from Charlotte. Pause the video. It starts with the abuse against Charlotte and then the baptism planning. October 11th through the 27th, 2018. Again, pause the video if needed. Charlotte uses an alias on Facebook by the name Danielle. These are the Facebook Messenger messages, October 8th through the 27th, 2018. I made the reports to Adult Protective Services, DHS, and the Social Security Administration for Charlotte at her request prior to arriving in Okmulgee. I only went so that I could finally spend time with my son after he offered me to come. Since the night I arrived, Kimberly repeatedly called Charlotte and threatened to call the police to file a missing persons report, call DHS, and report Charlotte for being an unfit parent and kicking Charlotte out of her own house if she did not come home. Kimberly just didn't want me around my son. Here is a phone call between Kimberly and Charlotte about all of this.
But we gonna see.
So what was the deal of that shit throwing the grocery store though?
Because all that stuff got to come out of there. All of it was in the floor, in the closet.
Cause I didn't have no hangers to hang it up.
Okay. So all I did was pull them out for one floor and put them on another floor. In the same room. Put them out the closet on the floor and put them on the floor. In the open. That's what I did. And you can't go, so I don't know if I even talked to Adult Protective Services and Child Protective Services. Child Protective Services is the one that's coming to talk to you. They're the one coming to talk to you. They're going to want to know how those kids are living. They already done talked to the school. They're going to find out. That's going to be on you. They're going to find out. But you know, I ain't nice.
I told you I had a paper that the teacher had put in Jay's name.
Okay.
That told me.
We gonna check on each other, okay? I wasn't there. I don't know who done it.
So they went up there and talked to J-Rod and Jay?
I don't know who. I think they talked to the school.
Oh, okay.
They ain't gonna talk to them kids.
Okay.
The counselor talked to the kids. And get whatever they need to get out of them.
Well, the counselor is J-Rod's counselor that we go and see every week.
Well, okay. I'm talking about the counselor at the school.
That I didn't know about.
They have a counselor. This is who they're gonna have there. They have the counselor there, and they'll have the CPS worker there. Child Protective Services. They're gonna have them there. And I expressed to that woman, I don't know why Adult Protective Services was called out. And they told me, if any calls been made, you made them.
I did not make them.
Okay, well, I don't know who did it.
See, there they go blaming me for something I didn't even do.
Okay, well, I just told them, I said, Adult Protective Services didn't need to go out. I said, I don't know why they were contacted, whoever contacted them. I said, because that's not the situation at hand. The situation at hand is Child Protective. Those two kids. And that's what I told her. So I got to make a report, and you do too. And then they'll call for a court date, and we got up here. So I'm going to have all my proof, so whatever proof you get, you bring it. Whatever proof you get is saying that I'm using your check, and ain't doing nothing for you, you bring whatever proof you get, because I got everything. I got your receipt. I have to spend on you. That's why I always cheat. I need your receipt. So, you didn't even get enough money. That's fine. That's fine. So, you know, we just have to see how this play out. And I even told them, I said, she go move in the homeless shelter.
But did you see me go? No. Nope. Because you said it. But I said, telling them, that don't mean I was going to do it. I'm telling them everything that's been going on, so they can't say that they didn't know it. I'm telling them everything. I'm saying, I said it, but I didn't go. Where am I still at, though? Well, they said that they're trying to prove that you're not what has been called in about you. They're trying to prove that it ain't exactly just their mom. They're trying to prove that you keep them in a safe and clean environment. I do. They can't prove that right now. No, you don't. All the trouble you done had, safe environment, and it ain't a clean one. It damn sure ain't no clean one. You got more roaches than... Okay, everybody got roaches. Okay. I ain't the only one got them. All right. Well, you tell them that. And really tell them they be out. We go on. Okay, you tell them that. You tell them that. And you explain to them all the mishaps that done happened with Javon. And they'll determine if you've been in a safe environment. That ain't on me. One thing I can tell them is what happened. They'll determine if it was safe. They'll determine if it's clean. That ain't on me. One thing I can tell them is what happened. They'll determine if it was safe. They'll determine if it's clean. That ain't on me. That ain't on me, baby. The only thing I can do is make sure Booger and the Booger's room is clean, that farm room is clean, and that kitchen is clean. It's clean. But J-Ron's room and your room, that's on you, baby. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I'll get that. Mm-hmm. And I told Booger, I said I cleaned up that bathroom, which she don't never cleaned up. I took pictures of all that. I even got the pictures from last time, all that red boo-boo, all the roaches and everything. Because I'm not going to take the fall for you. I'm not. Because just like I told that woman, I said, every man she gets, she always go against me. It's always me and that little punky chick she gets. I said, this ain't the first time she wanted to get another pay. And that's when that woman told me. She said, well, she getting this money, but it ain't hers. She said she damn sure can't take care of nobody else that's grown. She said she barely got enough to even survive, let alone using this chick to take care of 2 kids. Nah, so that's gonna be on you. And that's when I called her back and I told her. Because when she asked me to kind of do anything for her, and I said, yeah, I said, she just told me when I called you and asked you that. I said, she said that he didn't contribute. And she said, well, we need to know the amount because she's going to have to pay that back. You ain't got to pay it back to him, but you got to pay it back just because he owes state. He owes state a lot of money. I said, okay, I will tell her. And she said, when is the best time to come and visit? I said, well, the house is not clean right now. She said, well, we're going to do a pop-up visit. She said, so if you could, you need to advise her. Okay. And she asked me, she said, is Charlotte and her kids and Tiny living over there with Tiffany? Because Tiffany ain't supposed to have nobody else with her. No. I said, well, Charlotte, them kids and Tiny been over there on Saturday night. I said, so I don't know. I don't know. I said, they ain't slept here. And they slept over there. And she said, where do they sleep at? I said, well, the little boy said he slept on the floor. We was on the air mattress. Okay, well, I'm just saying. Me and the kids was on the air mattress. And well, she asked me, she said, what sense does that make? When they got a bed, she said, it's just right across the street. I said, I don't know. I said, maybe she was over there because she knew Tiny couldn't come here. And she said, well, we got to do some checking. She said, because I see when you found that he was abusive. She said, so his visitation is going to be supervised. She said, and if you got all the documentation that you should have on your daughter not protecting her kids like she needs to, then her visitation is going to be supervised too. I said, okay. I said, I'll make sure that I tell her everything that you're telling me. I said, because she ain't going to believe me. I said, she's going to lie to you. She said, okay. She said, I got everything that you jotted down. I said, okay.
So it sounds like to me if my roommate gonna be straight, they gonna take my kids over some stupid stuff.
Charlotte. This is part of it, but your room could be in tip-top shape, baby. But if we go back and they pull everything and they have substantial proof, I don't know what they're gonna do with you. You might even do some time. So what? Again, you lied to the police.
I did not lie to the police this time.
Okay. You didn't call in before. Talking about Booger threatening you.
No!
Okay, well, they got that down.
I did not call in and say jack squat.
Okay. Well, Booger didn't threaten you this time. But you wrote a statement against it.
That's what happened over there.
Okay. All that's going to be in there.
But I didn't say nothing about he threatened me on that paper. So what are you talking about?
I ain't said nothing thing. But they got down that you called in before, saying that Booger threatened you. And that's your house. Just staying there. And he don't do nothing.
What the hell?
Okay, well, I don't know, Charlotte. I don't know. I'm just telling you.
I don't remember calling the police and telling them that. What the hell?
I ain't said a police.
Who?
I guess you called for security.
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, I don't know.
I ain't called Social Security and said nothing like that.
I don't know. Only thing I can tell them is what I got to say.
Wow, that's crazy.
And they've been over there, so they know. They know the Booger's room is clean. They know their living room is clean, and their kitchen is clean. The rest of it, that's on you. That's on you. I already told her one if she want to move. I said, but I already know she can't go to these apartments around here. I said, because she don't clean up. And they inspect. Creek Forest, they said you can't come back out there. Creek Village, you got the report from Creek Forest, they said you can't come out there.
Wow, this is crazy.
So I don't know what you're going to do. And that woman told me, she said, whose idea is it to keep trying to get her pay changed? I said, I have no idea. She said she could move to Timbuktu. She said her pay to stay safe. I said, no, I said, that's just what she wants. I said, every time she do a time, that's the topic of this subject. She said, well, I'm going to make sure that he or anybody that's associated with him don't have nothing to do with nothing. She said, now, if you give it up, she said, I'll make sure that a state representative will represent her, and they'll make sure all her bills are paid, and she's going to have to tell them what she needs money for after all her bills are paid. And she ain't got no money, then you just ain't got no money. So, you can talk to him yourself. You can talk to him yourself, Charlie.
I just don't understand why can't they acting like.
Well, I told that woman that you said that we just don't want trying to see it.
Yeah, that's what this is all about.
She said that's what you made it all about. That's what you claimed that you spending like with Jesse, but you could be with him. Together.
No, we're not together.
That's what you told me.
I told you we ain't together. We ain't dating.
Hey, that's what I told her. That's what I told her.
And what she say?
And she told me, she said, if they stand over here with the kids, and these kids are not being taken care of like they should, she said, your daughter, Tynan, and Tiffany will have a date.
You making it
First one lie, it could be in trouble. I said, okay. I said, ma'am, I just want to give you my side of the story of what's going on and who's there and what happened. I said, I wasn't there. I was what took place. I said, I know she mentioned something to me a couple of 2 or 3 weeks back about him seeing his dad. I said, and I told her then that she could meet down at the police station. I said, but she didn't want to do it. I said, that she shouldn't have to. So, I told her everything was there, and I didn't lie on you.
I'm just saying, see, like, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all, you making a big deal for no reason. Why?
I ain't making no big deal.
Yes, you is.
No, I'm not. When who suffer?
Mama, that makes it look like you're trying to... Look.
When whoever called us your pet for services, and you being abused with that hand, you open up that door. You open up that door. So that woman said, apparently, adult protective services being called, she said, apparently, it looks like you or your son are mistreating her. I said, well, let me paint you a picture. I said, better yet. I said, I'm making a statement. I said, I'm writing everything down. And all of the reports that you can get from the police station, from the courthouse, I said, she and visit Social Security, get all that. Because she even had to try to have me served in church.
Yeah, because it was always that Ron, though.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't.
Did you tell her? But did you tell her why?
I sure did.
Because the mama lied on me.
Because she said that I took J-Ron and I had Oscar Higgs to make a statement because he called me and told me how he was down there clowning and talking about me. He called me up on the phone. I even had him to make a statement.
Because I said, I'm the one. The reason why I went and got the restraining order because I wanted my kids back. Obviously, neither one of y'all was trying to give them back. Just like when the police was there, I couldn't come in and get my kids. And then what's so bad about it?
You could.
But Dad wouldn't let me in the house to get my kids.
You said.
The police said I can't. But y'all is the one saying I can't.
We can't override police officers.
Daddy told me if I would have stepped foot in his house, I would have went to jail.
Okay. You should have listened to you then.
But then if I would have listened to him then...
If whatever the police say, that's what goes. If we told you that, it's like you said that adult protective service said, so they're going to find you a place to stay. They're going to try to get you another page. When I talked to that woman, she said, that ain't what we do. She said, we first try to assess the situation and see why we were coming. She said, so all of that, she said, that's just something your daughter volunteered. I said, okay. I said, well, I'm just telling you. She said that somebody called y'all and y'all just showed up. She said, no, ma'am, that's not how we operate. She said, the first thing we do is try to figure out if there's an adult being abused. I said, oh, okay. I said, I thought that's the way it went. I said, but you know, who am I? I don't know nothing. So did. So, and I said, but the police was making a report. I said, because they took pictures of that baby. But that's what made them go up to school. Because I told them what you said. I said, so the teacher sent a note home. So they need to find out who the teacher is and go talk to his teacher and see if there was a note written. And that way they can tell if this scratch happened at school or it happened after he got home and then came to school with it. So that's going to be on them. On it out.
Because it was on that paper. I looked for that paper to show you, and it ain't even his thing.
Well, it don't matter. If they sent that paper home, they have some knowledge about it. They tell the police. I don't care. I'm not in that. I'm not in that. I don't talk to Tynan. I don't threaten Tynan. I don't do nothing. But I get every damn thing he ever did about me. I get everything that you said about me. You can just have all that when we sit at the table. I had to pull all the time. And I said the only time this happens is when she get a man.
I am not dating him. I'm trying to tell you. I keep telling y'all that.
Okay, well, every time he come around, then Charlotte. You said the other men that you was screwing wasn't your man either. That's what you said. You said Gigi was.
Man, I ain't worried about Gigi because that ain't got nothing to do with it.
Whoever that little nigga was that was sleeping on the couch, the stand ladies, you know, all that. All that. You know, it was JJ. And it was that nigga that we had to send back to wherever he came from, that Chris boy or whatever the name was.
That's Chris.
We had to send him back. I said, the last one, I done been into it with JJ. I done been into it with Chris. I done been into it with Gigi. I've been into it with Canon. I've been into it with the DJ or whatever the name is. I said, now I've been into it with Tynan. I said, every man she gets, or every man she around. I said, you come over here. I even took pictures of the screens that he done tore up. I even took pictures of all of that stuff that was deep in the house. The blinds on the inside. So there was supposed to be no dogs in them. And kids got asthma. I said, but she let the dog stay in there. I even got down around there. She playing a factor. I got down all of that, Charlotte. I'm talking to play. Because you trying to stick me. You trying to make it seem like that I'm misusing you. Before that, before God, I'll expose you. And you ain't the only one that can, except the only thing, you've been lying. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth. I even had Frost to write a note saying that when I came back home, TV was there.
Because I went and got it.
I'm still paying that ticket. But you said you didn't know who done it. That's why I'm paying that ticket right now.
Man, Mama, I've been told you. I went and got it because me and Ruby.
You lied to the police. You said they held you at gunpoint and took the TV. If it wasn't for J. Ron, I wouldn't have knew. And he took you to Franklin. You ain't never got back to cover it up. But you lied to the police. So if they find out you lied this time, you're going to jail. That's on you. You think you lied to the police?
I wasn't lying about the scratchman on my child's face.
And I'm not going to be paying your bill. You think your chick is stretched as far as the midnight ocean, don't you?
I didn't say it like that, did I?
You thinking your cell phone bill, you having cable.
Mama, that cell phone bill is way worse than that cable bill. My cell phone bill is $100 and something.
Yeah, your electric bill is more than that.
And my electric bill is how much?
Your electric bill was $236, baby.
And how much was the water and the gas?
The water was $98.
And the gas is what?
85.
And the cable is what?
92.
And then on top of that, I have to pay $500 for rent.
Well, you ain't even got enough. Booger been helping me pay that. You ain't doing nothing. If I get $500 and pay that, what you gonna have there? What you gonna have there? Nothing? Now, do you pay, if Boo went up and pay the rent? Yeah.
Okay, I want to know. So, okay, I had something on my dresser. The key was on the edge of that one thing that you got on top of them books.
Okay. Well, that was stuck over there on the side with all the roaches on it. That's why I took it out of your room. And that thing wasn't even hooked up. And them boots I got out of the closet because I didn't know if them was Lania's or Tori's or who.
They's mine. You bought those for Christmas for me.
What size are they?
I think they're 8.
Okay, well, I don't know. Only thing I know is you wear the ones that's got that big spot on the toe.
I got the ones on now.
Yeah. The new ones that I took out, put on top of your phone. You ain't been wearing them?
Yeah, I have been wearing those.
You didn't even know they were in the shop.
Yes, I did. I'm the one put them in there. What stuff you say you gonna need?
Huh?
What stuff you need?
Oh, when we meet, they'll get it from you. They just want to need to know when you did something and how much it was. Mm-hmm. Because we supposed to put that down. But you hadn't been telling me. I didn't even know you were seeing him. Just like I told a woman, I said, I didn't know nothing about it. I said, she said, have you contributed anything? She said, because if she has, and she can prove that, she said that you will have to pay that back. I said, okay. I said, I have to. They'll ask you all some questions whenever we have this meeting.
With DHS?
Mm-hmm. And the Social Security.
So he gotta go to DHS and Social Security too?
No, he ain't gotta go. You gotta go. Yeah. When did he speak? He's gonna go digging in all your stuff. The woman even want to know about the ticket up to the courthouse. I told her about that. She had to report on that. She even had Cameron's name down. I didn't even know his last name was Coleman till she told me. She said, oh yeah, we got that down. She said she actually lied to the police. I said, yeah. So, anyway, all that's gonna be on you. All that's gonna be on you. You know, they even have down, and I didn't even know that they had this down. I didn't know that you called and tried to have their consent.
That wasn't me. That was Valerie that called.
Hey, they said that they talked to you.
No, they didn't. They talked to Valerie.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you, they got all that down.
That was Valerie that called. Not me.
Okay. Well, I'll make sure that I tell them that. And let them go talk to her.
Yeah, that was Valerie that wanted him to get him in and shut him out.
But anyway, I know what you told me. And I told them that. I done told them every question that I can answer, they're going to verify with you. And I told them, I said, let me explain something to you. She's going to lie. I said, so whatever you got proof of, you're going to have to prove it to her that you get it because she's going to lie. The woman said, yes. She said, we have a history of her lying. It's okay as long as y'all know. But I ain't going down for you. What time? But nobody look like y'all. I promise you that. I ain't. Because I done try to do everything I can to help you with them kids. Because you can't do it on your own. But that's fine. Because, baby, I'm putting it down now. Sonny told me, he said, you tell them everything. He said, you wash your hands of it. He said, because they're going to make you sick. Okay. So, I've just been putting everything down and calling these people and telling them everything that's been going on, all the guys that I've gotten into it with. They got those text messages from a long time ago. I got all that I need. When I called that woman, Miss Bird at Social Security, they got the file from when y'all tried to get me in trouble before. I had them to pull them records out of DHS from when Mr. King and his mama was out there, and Noam was out there too. Y'all lied on me in. You can see I hit you. The woman has that in the notes. All that's gonna come up. All that's gonna come up, and I told them, I remember one time to hit him in the face. I told all that. I told him about when you whooped J. Ron and you told Don to whoop J. Ron, and they're probably gonna talk to him too. So all they're gonna do is verify that everything that you just said is a lie. So it's gonna be on you. And if Don hadn't told me the truth, he wasn't going to. And you lied to the bitter end and Dorita was right there. So, just like you wanted it, so I'm not getting in trouble for nobody, especially when you're trying to make me out like I ain't shit. That talking going on. Because I cover my own self ass. I mean, shit that I do. And I got all kind of pictures of all the shit that went down. I even pick up the pictures of J. Ron when you and Don whooped him. I still got those pictures because I knew I was going to need them again. I got all the pictures from your house wasn't clean. I got all that. So, while you talking about that I'm treating you unfair and that I'm spending your check, I'm going to prove to them. I done proved to them before. Your check don't even shit away.
But I'm saying, why come when I said something to you this morning, I said, what are you doing? And you flipped on me.
What did you be doing? Clean up stuff that you did not clean up. You don't never clean up. So, I ain't forget when Tiny slapped that face, J. Ron, and you just gotta be around it. All they do is treat you like a damn chicken. He comes back whenever he feels like it. He just talks about you like a dog, talks about me, trying to get me in trouble with DHS and with Social Security. So guess what? They got plenty of stuff all over your ass because all it's doing is being lied. Timmy ain't got her kids, but you gonna leave your kids over there. I don't want no part of none of that stuff. As soon as they get ready to do they will, and that's when Kim said, I'm gonna be coming back over there. I don't want that kind of problem. I don't. So no, I'm not gonna move your stuff. You're gonna move your own stuff.
But why you thinking it's Tynan and Tiffany that's got me in trouble when all they're trying to do is help me?
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that because all they ever did was cause you grief. And hell, Tiffany can say it herself. She didn't know if you were screwing down or not. Because he gets mad and she come over there and stay all night with you and then go back over there and stay all night with her. So that's why she hates you. But now all of a sudden, she's afraid. She's afraid. All of a sudden, Tynan wants you back. He wants to be around his son. I already knew what the deal was, Charlotte. I already knew what the deal was. When you first brought it up, I ain't missed nothing. And just for your FYI, I'll take those cameras activated. No. And it's wrong when the police are off. I don't know who tried to come in the house yesterday. But whoever it was did not have the code. And I'm going to change the code too. Because I don't trust you. I just don't. Every time you, I can tell just as good when you go in left field. Because you do it every freaking time. we're going to talk about you. And then where you going to be? Who you got to turn to? Okay? I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that. You want to be grown. You want to be on your own. You know? So I'm just going to cover myself. But if you get in trouble with your kids, that's on you. I'm not going to be in it. I'm not going to be responsible. I'm not going to be responsible. So, you know, I'm not going to move none of your stuff. You have to move your own stuff. So, I don't know why you always, you know, trying to make it seem like, why is you doing your kid like this? Why is you that? Huh? Every time you get somebody, that's what you do. This ain't your first rodeo with these niggas. You have all these niggas, and that's what you do. Every time you get a new man, that's what you do. Tiny can't come over there. So, therefore, you still get protected with him. How do you think you're on wildest dreams? How do you think that I know that you and him was walking down the street?
Because you was spying on us.
Because no, I wasn't.
Yeah, you was. You had to be spying on us to find that out.
How am I spying on y'all? Let me tell you something. People always call me, baby, when you think they don't. People always call me, and just like I said, when that deal happened today, this morning, around 3:30, you play like you didn't know what was going on?
I didn't. I didn't. I wasn't around.
Okay, well, mighty funny, somebody tried to get it out, so. Mighty funny. And they called the police first. So when I pulled up, 2 police cars pulled up behind me. So, I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, no, I'm not going to move your stuff. I'm not going to move your stuff. I'm not going to touch it. It's going to be right in that room. All that junk is in one time. All of it. So, you decipher what you want to keep and stuff like that. Because I'm not going to move it. So, is there anything else you need to say?
Nope.
No? Okay. I got to go to work.
Right.
All of the shit that I got on you, they will show that your ass is incapable of taking care of any damn thing. But to show you what kind of mother I am, I ain't gonna do that to you. I'll let them find it out on their own. I ain't gonna do that to you. I want to see how much he gonna stand up to you, for you. They couldn't even protect his sister from losing her damn kid. So what the hell you think make he gonna stop if they take yours?
But that's all right, baby, because I'm still protecting you. But that's gonna only go so long. Because if they dig deep into your past, honey, if I even let loose of all the shit you done did, and got some people that'll go with me to back it up, you'd be in a world of trouble. But tell you what kind of mother I am, I ain't gonna do you like that. You can't take care of yourself. You think you can take care of yourself? I said, do you think you can take care of yourself? Do you think and you can take care of your baby? Okay. Well, you get a job and I'm gonna let you do that. Okay? I tell Social Security that you no longer need their assistance, and then you can get off of DHS. You don't need no medical card, and you don't need no food stamps. You get a job, and then you can live with them all you want to. Y'all can stay right there in that apartment.
What do you want to do, Charlotte? There's ain't one thing you want to do besides get on that damn phone. tell me one thing.
I want to go to CNN.
You know what?
I want to get in school to go to CNN.
You don't even read. How you gonna do anything? You clean. You can't be standing over them people and trying to mess with them people. You can't even pass the class.
What happened? I said I failed.
Yeah, because that's what I was trying to get at, man. I was like, man, she go off and tell these people that I did that shit to Jay. Now these motherfuckers thinking I'm...
I didn't do it. My grandma saw the bruises on his butt. When she was changing him. And she said, is that nigga whooping your ass? And I wouldn't say nothing. I stayed quiet.
Why would she ask you if I was whooping your ass if she seen bruises on his butt?
Because she knew I was with you at the time. That's why she was questioning me and I didn't respond.
So you didn't respond?
Nope.
And so now your mom and your brothers and everybody else thinks that I beat on you and Jay?
Yep. Because I didn't respond to what she trying to get out of me. And I'm still, even if she do try to drill me still, I ain't gonna tell her nothing.
I mean, but have you ever just like stopped him in the middle of talking shit about that and been like, he never beat on me, he never touched Jay?
Every time I try to explain myself, she's like, nah, you lying. You always taking up for that. Blah, blah, blah. I got put down about that. You allowed him to do that to J. Ron. That's why he turned around and whipped your ass. Is that how you feel?
Now, I do remember getting into it, and I text you, and I was like, you going off and telling your mom this, but you gonna tell her how you...
But it wasn't me.
But listen to what I'm saying. I said, you going off and telling your mom everything I'm doing. I said, but did you tell her that you whooped Jay in the bath, and that's why he got that bruise and all this other shit? And you text me back, and you was like, that wasn't me. That was you. You did that. Da-da-da-da. And I was like, oh, now she making it look like I'm beating my son.
But I was having an anxiety attack behind her. And I wouldn't say nothing to nobody. I kept it between us. And see, when I kept it between us, she assumed that shit.
But do you see what destructive path this has took me on, though? Like I got people... Like I'm saying, when I go to jail, they question me like I done did something to you, or I done did something to Jay, or I come around town, and I hear about, you know what I'm saying, like, or I got to hear shit from Jay, you know what I'm saying, my first day seeing him.
Because mama put that in his head that you beat him, and it wasn't like that.
You see, that's crazy, man.
I kept telling him, your daddy didn't do that, son. Your daddy would never do that. But I'm saying, why come when I said something to you this morning, I said, what are you doing? And you flipped on me.
What did you me do? Clean up stuff that you did not clean up. You don't never clean up. It's pink and it's filthy over there. I've been told you that you need to find you someplace. I said, if you find you someplace, you clean up. You ain't done it. So, you know, I ain't forget when Tiny slapped that baby, hey Ron, and you just gotta be around them. All they do is treat you like a damn idiot. He comes back whenever he feels like it. He done talked about you like a dog, talked about me, tried to get me in trouble with DHS and with Social Security. So guess what? They got flags up all over your ass because all it's doing is being lied. Tiffany ain't got her kids, but you gonna leave your kids over there. I don't want no part of none of that, y'all. So as soon as they get mad at you, they will. And that's when the shit is gonna be coming back over there. I don't want that kind of problem. I don't. So no, I'm not gonna move your stuff. You're gonna move your own stuff. You know?
But why you thinking it's Tynan and Tiffany that's got me in trouble when all they trying to do is help me?
Don't tell go to. Because I don't trust you. I just don't. You know, every time you, I can tell just as good when you go on left field. Because you do it every freaking time. So they can't use your ass no more. You good until that time comes. And then it's going to be the same thing. He going to talk about you, Jimmy going to talk about you. And then you, where you going to be? Who you got to turn to? Man, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that. You want to be grown. You want to be on your own. You know. So I'm just going to cover myself. But if you get in trouble with your kids, that'll be on you. I'm not going to be in it. I'm not going to be responsible. I'm just not. I'm not going to be responsible. So, you know, I'm not going to move none of your stuff. You have to move your own stuff. So, I don't know why you always, you know, trying to make it seem like, why is you doing your kid like this? Why is you this? Why is you that? Okay. Huh? Every time you get somebody, that's what you do. This ain't your first rodeo with these niggas. You have all these niggas, and that's what you do. Every time you get a new man, that's what you do. Tiny can't come over there. So, therefore, you stay over there with him. How do you think in my wildest dreams? How do you think that I know that you and him was walking down the street?
Because you was spying on us.
Because no, I wasn't.
Yeah, you was. You had to be spying on us to find that out.
How am I spying on y'all? Let me tell you something. People always call me, baby, when you think they don't. People always call me, and just like I said, when that deal happened today, this morning, around 3:30, you play like you didn't know what was going on?
I didn't. I didn't. I wasn't around.
Okay, well, mighty funny. Somebody tried to get in the house, y'all. Mighty funny. And they called the police first. So when I pulled up, 2 police cars pulled up behind me. So, I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, no, I'm not going to move your stuff. I'm not going to hold your stuff. I'm not going to touch it. It's going to be right in that room. All that junk is in one pile. All of it. So, you decipher what you want to keep and stuff like that. Because I'm not going to move it. So, is there anything else you need to say?
Nope.
No? Okay. I got to go to work.
Bye. So, I walked in the house this morning. And she literally just went off on me. And she said, you get your shit, get your shit, and you get the fuck out. And she said, I'm changing the locks on the door. And I told her, I said, you bogus as hell. And she said, and then she gonna have a nerve to pull my son in there and gonna ask him, was his daddy with me? And he said no, and she called him a liar to his face. And she, huh? I'm like, the fuck, man? You need to hurry up before I leave your ass. How you gonna leave and you ain't even got your car there? Fuck?
They on some dumb shit, don't they?
Jazz, I'm to the point where I just don't give a fuck no more. And then she called DHS telling this bogus ass lie. Look, she said, I called DHS and I told them that I'm going to prove you unfit. And then she going to say that the police was looking for me yesterday and my brother was with them. Now, I'm still right at the same spot I was at. The police ain't banged on nobody's door, said nothing about me, none of that shit. And not to tell you, I've been in Tulsa with my baby daddy. You okay?
Like it's all because I'm sitting over here too. That's what it is. That's what it boils down to. 'Cause I'm sitting over here.
I don't know what to do, Jazz. I really don't. I don't know what to do, Jazz. Huh? Jazz, don't make me cry. Jazz, don't make me cry. Jazz, don't make me cry, because I'm Jazz, don't make me cry. I'm not gonna make you cry. I'm just saying, I'm here for me and Cece. When you ever said some shit like that? We know you love you.
It's fucked up, man. But that's how you know that shit's real when you cry that shit out like that, man. That shit's real.
And y'all know she been doing me like this. She been doing me like this ever since, man. I tried to get ways out of this. I can't. I tried.
That's why I'm trying to work on it this year. Because this year, me and Cece talking about moving in together. But next year, I'm already getting myself ready to get back. When we get settled down, I want you to come stay with us.
I really want to be with my baby daddy and my kids.
I understand.
But she ain't let me because she is a whore. And she always calling me a hoe.
But you know you're not, though.
Bullshit. She got me all out here.
Ain't no bullshit, man.
I ain't never did nothing wrong.
Okay, but I don't never see you, though. That's what I'm saying. I don't ever see you out there like that.
The first time you see me is when I was going to the family reunion with my daddy. And I came by there at Sierra's grandma's. And Michelle was right there. It's too much for me. I can't do this. And then for her to try to take my kids away from me because she mad? The fuck? This is bullshit. I don't deserve this. And my big brothers are supposed to be by my side, but they taking up for their mama more than they taking up for their own damn sister.
Damn shame, man.
It's the same thing I found him last week. Everybody want to take his side.
Look, my brother.
Shit all in my head, fight him and shit.
My brother is in jail. My niece's daddy is in jail. And this girl cried this morning. When mom was sitting there talking crazy to me like that, that girl was crying. She said, Grandma, why you been like that to her?
It's just ridiculous, man.
I feel sorry for my niece because my mama about her. And she wouldn't let my niece talk to me last night. She told her, don't talk to her. Leave her alone.
You can't tell me what to do, bro. I'll talk to you about it at home. I know how you is. I understand that, though. I understand what you're going through. It's all good for you.
I don't know where I could go with my kids without me getting harmed. Because I got a weird feeling she tried to do something stupid, try to get me beat up or something. And I shouldn't have no feeling like that.
Nope, you really shouldn't.
And I thought my mom was there by my side, but it looks like, no, I don't have a mom. All I got is my dad and my baby daddy and my kids. I can't trust my mom for shit. Nothing.
Charlotte's brother went to jail for an assault against his mother and public intoxication the night before the attack. The first and only time I left Tiffany's house was on the last day, Monday, October 29th, 2018. I needed to go to the corner store for cigarettes. Charlotte walked with me. We made it not even 2 blocks away from Tiffany's house before Kimberly came driving up behind us, following us all the way to the corner store. We walked back to Tiffany's unfollowed and waited on J-Ron to get back from school. When J-Ron got home, he ate and played the Xbox with me until I fell asleep. I woke up to her brother beating on Tiffany's front door, demanding someone to open the door. I continued to act asleep. Tiffany opened the door and Charlotte was on the phone with the police. He came in and snatched my son and his brother from the video game and pushed them, Charlotte and Tiffany, outside on the front porch. He knocked on my head to wake me up. When I opened my eyes, he just kept repeating how he told me he was going to hurt me, and then grabbed the coffee mug sitting on the end table. He attempted to hit my head, so I raised my right forearm up to cover my head. He hit my forearm and continued to hit my forearm until the coffee mug broke. Still holding the broken coffee mug handle, he threatened to stab me and tell me not to come back around. And then he walked out of the front door, and I followed. He was separating the kids from Charlotte and taking them to Kimberly, who was standing outside while all of this was going on. I noticed blood on my shirt and running from my forearm. I had 2 lacerations that needed stitches. By the time he made it across the street, the police had already arrived. Myself, Charlotte, and Tiffany wrote a statement against Charlotte's brother and her mother. Her mother because she purposely bonded Charlotte's brother out of jail to commit the assault. I told the officer what I was doing there and how and why the assault happened. I pressed charges against the brother. My uncle came to pick me up to take me home back to Tulsa. Here are the Facebook messages after the weekend visit and the assault. Remember, Charlotte uses the alias Danielle on Facebook.
Here are the text messages after the assault. Here is that phone call.
Hello?
What stuff you said you gonna need?
Huh?
What stuff you need?
Oh, when we meet, they'll get it from you. They just gonna need to know when he did something and how much it was. Mm-hmm. Because we supposed to put that down. But you hadn't been telling me. I didn't even know you were seeing him. Just like I told a woman, I said, I didn't know nothing about it. I said, she said, have you contributed anything? She said, because if she has, and she can prove that, she said that you gonna have to pay that back. I said, okay. I said, I asked her. They'll ask you all some questions whenever we have this meeting.
With DHS?
Mm-hmm. And the Social Security.
So he gotta go to DHS and Social Security too?
No, he ain't gotta go. You gotta go.
Okay, so
you gotta go. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
hold on, Charlotte. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to, they want to know how much he gave you. He's going to have to meet with them himself because he's the one that ain't paid child support. So he going to have to talk to them himself. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm clear and that you clear. That's what I'm trying to make sure. You have to make sure he clear himself.
So when was they supposed to come over and talk to me?
I don't know. They're going to talk with me and you.
But the DHS report was made, and you said that they were coming over here to inspect.
They are.
So
they're not going to tell me when they come. They're not going to tell you when they come. They're going to pop up, just like they did with Booger and Night. They're going to pop up. They're not going to warn you because they can't catch you like that.
So that's why you was doing all that cleaning.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, I've been told you that long time ago.
That there's been like 6 to 7 months when you said that they was going to pop up and I ain't seen them.
It's been no 6 or 7 months. It's been about 3 or 4 months. But they came for Lanaya. I said, Charlotte, somebody that called in on you. I said, they coming. I said, I don't know when they coming. I said, but this needs to be cleaned up. Okay, kept on. That's why I said, okay, you're going to have to move. Because one time the woman came down there. And I told her, I said, she don't live here. She stay up the street. And she said, well, is her house ready to inspect? She said, because I have to put all that down. I said, no, it is not clean. Okay. She said, but I'm telling you, we're going to do a pop-up visit. I said, okay. She said, whatever I put down on this paper is going to stand. I said, okay. And I kept stressing to you. Because those are two things that people have been calling in about you. They say you misuse J. Ron, and they say you're not clean. So, yeah, that's what they're focusing on. Now, this little ordeal, I don't know what the deal is about timing and J. Ron. He ain't seen J. Ron in I don't know how long. But all of a sudden, you said he been helping you with J. Ron. So these people want to know. So now they really finna start digging. They gonna want to know how, where, when, and how much did he give? When did he spend? They finna go digging in all your stuff. That woman even want to know about the ticket up to the courthouse. I told her about that. She had to report on that. She even had Tamer's name down. I didn't even know his last name was Coleman till she told me. She said, oh yeah, we got that down. She said she actually lied to the police. I said, yeah. So, anyway, all that's going to be on you. All that's going to be on you. You know, they even have down, and I didn't even know that they had this down. I didn't know that you called and tried to have J. Ron commit.
That wasn't me. That was Valerie that called.
Hey, they said that they talked to you.
No, they didn't. They talked to Valerie.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you, they got all that down.
That was Valerie that called. Not me.
Okay. Well, I'll make sure that I tell them then, and let them go talk to her.
Yeah, that was Valerie who wanted him to get admitted in Shadow Mountain.
But anyway, I know what you told me. And I told them that. I done told them every question that I can answer, they're going to verify with you. And I told them, I said, let me explain something to you. She's going to lie. I said, so whatever you got proof of, you're going to have to prove it to her that you got it because she's going to lie. The woman said, yes. She said, we have a history of her lying. It's okay as long as y'all know. Because I ain't going down for you or time. But nobody look like y'all. I promise you that. I ain't. Because I done try to do everything I can to help you with them kids. because you can't do it on your own. But that's fine. Because, baby, I'm putting it down now. Somebody told me, he said, you tell them everything. He said, you wash your hands of it. He said, because they're going to make you sick. Okay. So, I just been putting everything down and calling these people and telling them everything that's been going on, all the guys that I've gotten into it with. They got those text messages from a long time ago. I got all that I need. When I called that woman, Miss Bird at Social Security, they got the file from when y'all tried to get me in trouble before. I had them to pull them records out of DHS from when me, you, and his mama was out there, and Nolan was out there too. Y'all lied on me then. You even said I hit you. The woman had that in the notes. Mm-hmm. So all that's gonna come up. All that's gonna come up, and I told them. I remember one time he hit him in the face. I told all that. I told him about when you whooped J. Ron, and then you told Don to whoop J. Ron, and they're probably gonna talk to him too. Because all they're gonna do is verify that everything that you just said is a lie. So it's gonna be on you. And if Don hadn't told me the truth, you wasn't going to. Because you lied to the bitter end and Dorita was right there. Mm-hmm. So, you know, this how you wanted it. So I'm not getting in trouble for nobody, especially when you trying to make me out like I ain't shit. That dog ain't gonna hunt. Because I cover my own self-ass. I mean, shit that I do. And I got all kind of pictures of all the shit that went down. I even still got the pictures of J. Ron when you and Don whooped him. I still got those pictures because I knew I was going to meet him again. I got all the pictures from your house wasn't clean. I got all that. So while you talking about that I'm treating you unfair and that I'm spending your check, I'm going to prove to them. I done proved to them before. Your check don't even shed away. But we gonna see.
So what was the deal about you throwing the clothes on the floor though?
Because all that stuff got to come out of there. All of it was in the floor in the closet.
Because I didn't have no hangers to hang it up.
Okay. So all I did was pull them out for one floor and put them on another floor. They're in the same room. Put them out the closet on the floor and put them on the floor. In the open. That's what I did. And you can't go, so I don't know if I even talked to Adult Protective Services and Child Protective Services. Child Protective Services is the one that's coming to talk to you. They're the one coming to talk to you. They're going to want to know how those kids are living. They already going to talk to the school.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to find out. That's going to be on you. They're going to find out. So, you know, I ain't nice.
I told you I had a paper that the teacher had put in Jaden's thing.
Okay.
That told me.
They going to check on each other. Okay. I wasn't there. I don't know who done it.
So they went up there and talked to J-Ron and Jaden?
I don't know who. I think they talked to the school.
Oh, okay.
They ain't going to talk to them kids.
Oh, okay.
The counselor talk to the kids and get whatever they need to get out of them.
Well, the counselor is J-Ron's counselor that we go and see every week.
Well, okay. I'm talking about the counselor at the school.
That I didn't know about.
They have a counselor. This is who they're going to have there. They have the counselor there, and they'll have the CPS worker there. Child Protective Services. They're going to have them there. And I expressed to that woman I don't know why Adult Protective Services was called out. And they told me, if any calls been made, you made them.
I did not make them.
Okay, well, I don't know who did it. I don't know who did it.
See, there they go blaming me for something I didn't even do.
Okay, well, I just told them. I said, Adult Protective Services didn't need to go out. I said, I don't know why they were contacted. Whoever contacted them. I said, because that's not the situation at hand. The situation at hand is child protective. Those two kids. And that's what I told her. So I got to make a report, and you do too. And then they'll call for a court date, and we got up here. So I'm going to have all my proof. So whatever proof you get, you bring it. Whatever proof you get is saying that I'm using your check and ain't doing nothing for you, you bring whatever proof you get, because I got everything. I got every receipt I ever spent on you. That's why I always tell you, I need your receipt. So, you ain't even getting enough money. That's fine. That's fine. So, you know, we just have to see how this play out. And I even told them, I said, she said she was going to move in a homeless shelter.
But did you see me go? No.
Nope. You said it.
But I said,
telling them,
that don't mean I was going to do it.
I'm telling them everything that's been going on, so they can't say that they didn't know this. I'm telling them everything.
But I'm saying, I said it, but I didn't go. Where am I still at, though?
Well, they said that they're trying to prove that you're not what has been called in about you. They're trying to prove that it ain't neglect against J. Ron. They're trying to prove that you keep them in a safe and clean environment.
I do.
They can't prove that right now. No, you don't. All the trouble you done had, that's a safe environment, and it ain't a clean one. It damn sure ain't no clean one. You got more roaches than...
Okay, everybody got roaches.
Okay.
I ain't the only one got them.
All right. Well, you tell them that.
And Burley tell them they be out.
We go on. Okay, you tell them that. You tell them that. And you explain to them all the mishaps that done happened with J-Ron. And they'll determine if he's been in a safe environment. That ain't on me. One thing I can tell them is what happened. They'll determine if it was safe. They'll determine if it's clean. That ain't on me. That ain't on me, baby. The only thing I can do is make sure Boogie and Boogie's room is clean, that front room is clean, and that kitchen is clean. It's clean. But J-Ron's room and your room, that's on you, baby.
I'll worry about that. Don't worry about that. I'll get that.
And I told Booger, I said I cleaned up that bathroom, which she don't never cleaned up. I took pictures of all that. I even got the pictures from last time, all that rat boo-boo, all the roaches and everything. Because I'm not going to take the fall for you. I'm not. Because just like I told that woman up there, every man she gets, she always go against me. It's always me and the little funky chick she gets. I said, this ain't the first time she wanted to get another page. And that's when that woman told me. She said, well, she getting this money, but it ain't hers. She said she damn sure can't take care of nobody else that's grown. She said she barely got enough to even survive, let alone using this chick to take care of 2 kids. Nah, so that's gonna be on you. And that's when I called her back and I told her. Because when she asked me to kind of do anything for her, and I said, yeah, I said, she just told me when I called you to ask you that. I said, she said that he didn't contribute. And she said, well, we need another amount because she's going to have to pay that back. You ain't got to pay it back to him, but you got to pay it back to the state because he owes the state. He owes the state a lot of money. I said, okay, I will tell her. And she said, when is it the best time to come and visit? I said, well, the house is not clean right now. She said, well, we're going to do a pop-up visit. She said, so if you could, you need to advise her. Okay. And she asked me, she said, is Charlotte and her kid and Tiny living over there with Tiffany? Because Tiffany ain't supposed to have nobody living with her.
No.
I said, Charlotte, them kids and Tiny been over there on Saturday night. I said, so I don't know. I said, they ain't slept here. And they slept over there. And she said, where do they sleep at? I said, well, the little boy said he slept on the floor.
We was on the air mattress.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
Me and the kids was on the air mattress.
And when she asked me, she said, what sense do that make? When they got a bed, she said, it's just right across the street. I said, I don't know. I said, maybe she was over there because she knew Tiny couldn't come here. And she said, well, we got to do some checking. She said, because I see when you filed that he was abusive. She said, so his visitation is going to be supervised. She said, and if you got all the documentation that you should have on your daughter, not protecting her kids like she needs to, then her visitation is going to be supervised too. I said, okay. I said, I'll make sure that I tell her everything that you're telling me. I said, because she ain't going to believe me. I said, she's going to lie to you. It's okay. She said, I got everything that you jotted down. It's okay.
So it sounds like to me if my room ain't gonna be straight, they gonna take my kids over some stupid stuff.
Charlotte. That's just part of it. But your room could be in tip-top shape, baby. But if they go back and they pull everything and they have substantial proof, I don't know what they're gonna do with you. You might even do some time.
For what?
Again, you lied to the police.
I did not lie to the police this time.
Okay. You didn't call in before. Talking about Booger threatening you.
No.
Okay, well, they got that down.
I did not call in and say jack squat.
Okay. Well, Booger didn't threaten you this time. But you wrote a statement against it.
That's what happened over there.
Okay. All that's going to be in there.
But I didn't say nothing about he threatened me on that paper. So what are you talking about?
I ain't said nothing. But they got down that you called in before saying that Booger threatened you. That's your house. Just stand there. And he don't do nothing.
What the hell?
Okay, well, I don't know, Charlotte. I don't know. I'm just telling you.
I don't remember calling the police and telling them that. What the heck?
I ain't said a police.
Who?
I guess you called Social Security.
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, I don't know.
I ain't called Social Security and saying that like that. Really?
I don't know. Only thing I can tell them is what I got to say.
Wow, that's crazy.
And they've been over there, so they know. They know the Booger's room is clean, and they know their living room is clean, and their kitchen is clean. The rest of it, that's on you. That's on you. I already told her one of my fish, she want to move. I said, but I already know she can't go to these apartments around here. I said, because she don't clean up. And they inspect. Creek Forest, they said you can't come back out there. Creek Village, got the report from Creek Forest, they said you can't come out there.
Wow, this is crazy.
So I don't know what you're going to do. And that woman told me, she said, whose idea is it to keep trying to get her pay changed? I said, I have no idea. She said she could move to Timbuktu. She said her pay could stay the same. I said, no, I said, that's just what she wants. I said, every time she give a time, that's the topic of their subject. She said, well, I'm going to make sure that he or anybody that's associated to him don't have nothing to do with nothing. She said, now, if you give it up, she said, I'll make sure that a state representative will represent her, and they'll make sure all her bills are paid, and she's going to have to tell them what she needs money for after all her bills are paid. And she ain't got no money, then you just ain't got no money. So, I mean, you can talk to him yourself. You be talk to me yourself, Charlie.
I just don't understand why can't they acting like.
Well, I told that woman that you said that we just don't want Tynan to be his kid.
That's what this is all about.
She said that's what you made it all about. That's what you claiming that you spending the night with Tiffany for. Well, you could be with him, but y'all ain't together.
No, we're not together.
That's what you told me.
I told you we ain't together. We ain't dating.
Hey, that's what I told her. That's what I told her.
And what she say?
And she told me, she said, if they stand over here with the kids, and these kids are not being taken care of like they should, she said, your daughter, Tynan, and Tiffany won't have to give a statement. Okay.
You making it.
First one lie, it could be in trouble. I said, okay. I said, ma'am, I just want to give you my side of the story of what's going on and who's there and what happened. I said, I wasn't there. I don't know what took place. I said, I know she mentioned something to me a couple of 2 or 3 weeks back about him seeing his dad. I said, and I told her then that they could meet down at the police station. I said, but he didn't want to do it. I said, and she said he shouldn't have to. So, I told her everything he said, and I didn't lie on you.
I'm just saying, see, like, this is what I'm talking about. You making it a big deal for no reason. Why?
I ain't making no big deal.
Yes, you is.
No, I'm not. When whoever.
Mama, that makes it look like you're turning it. Look.
When whoever called adult protective services, and you being abused with that hand, you open up that door. You open up that door. So that woman said, apparently, when adult protective services being called, she said, apparently, it looks like you or your son is mistreating her. I said, well, let me paint you a picture. I said, better yet. I said, I'm making a statement. I said, I'm writing everything down. And all of the reports that you can get from the police station, from the courthouse, I said, she did the Social Security, get all that. Because she even had to try to have me served at church.
Yeah, because it was over J. Ron, though.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't.
Did you tell her? But did you tell her why?
I sure did.
Because the mama lied on me.
Because she said that I took J. Ron and I had Oscar Higgs to make a statement because he called me and told me how you were down there clowning and talking about me. He called me up on the phone. I even had him to make a statement.
Because I said, I'm the one. The reason why I went and got the restraining order because I wanted my kid back. Obviously, neither one of y'all was trying to give him back. Just like when the police was here, I couldn't come in and get my kid. And then what's so bad about it?
You could.
But Dad wouldn't let me in the house to get my kids.
You said.
The police said I can't. But y'all is the one saying I can't.
We can't override police officers.
Daddy told me if I would have stepped foot in his house, I would have went to jail.
Okay. You should have listened
But then if I wouldn't have listened to him, then
if whatever the police say, that's what goes. If he told you that, just like you said that adult protective service said, well, they're gonna find you a place to stay. They're gonna try to get you another page. When I talked to that woman, she said, that ain't what we do. She said, we first try to assess the situation and see why we were called. She said, so all of that, she said, that's just something your daughter volunteered. I said, okay. I said, well, I'm just telling you. She said that somebody called y'all and y'all just showed up. She said, no, ma'am, that's not how we operate. She said, the first thing we do is try to figure out if there's an adult being abused. I said, oh, okay. I said, I thought that's the way it went. I said, but you know, who am I? I don't know nothing. So did. So, and I said, but the police was making a report. I said, because they took pictures of that baby. But that's what made them go up to the school. Because I told them what you said. I said, so the teacher sent a note home. So they need to find out who the teacher is and go talk to the teacher and see if there was a note written. And that way they can tell if this scratch happened at school or if it happened after he got home and then came to school with it. So that's going to be on them. Hand it out.
Because it was on that paper. I looked for that paper to show you, and it ain't even his thing.
Well, it don't matter. If they sent that paper home, they have some knowledge about it. They can tell the police. I don't care. I'm not in that. I'm not in that. I don't talk to Tynan. I don't threaten Tynan. I don't nothing. But I got every damn thing he ever said about me. I got everything that you said about me. Kids just have all that when we sit at that tape. I had to pull all them files. And I said, the only time this happens is when she get a man.
I am not dating him. I'm trying to tell you. Okay. I keep telling y'all that.
Okay. Well, every time he come around, then Charlotte. You said the mother men that you was screwing wasn't your man either. That's what you said. You said Dichi was.
Man, I ain't worrying about Dichi because that ain't got nothing to do with it.
Whoever that little nigga was that was sleeping on the couch, that Stan made leave. You know, all that. All that. Clean on when it was JJ. Then it was that nigga that we had to send back to wherever he came from, that Chris boy or whatever his name was.
That's Chris.
We had to send him back. I said, the last one, I done been into it with JJ. I done been into it with Chris. I done been into it with DG. I've been into it with Kane. I've been into it with the TJ or whatever his name is. I said, I done been into it with Tiny. I said, every man she gets, or every man she around. I said, he come over here. I even took pictures of the screen that they done tore up. I done took pictures of all of that stuff that was did to the house. And blinds on the inside. I told them that wasn't supposed to be no dogs in there. And kids got asthma. I said, but she let the dog stay in there. I even got down around there. He played a factor. I got down all of that, Charlotte. I'm not gonna play. Because you trying to stick me. You trying to make it seem like that I'm misusing you. Before that, before God, I'll expose you. You ain't the only one that can, except the only thing you can lie. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth. I even had Frost to write a note saying that when I came back home, TV was there.
Because I went and got it.
I'm still paying that ticket. But you said you didn't know who done it. That's why I'm paying that ticket right now.
Man, Mama, I've been told you. I went and got it because me and Ruby.
You lied to the police. You lied to the police. You said that they held you at gunpoint and took the TV. If it wasn't for J. Ron, I wouldn't have knew. And they took you to Frankie. You ain't never got that to cover it up. But you lied to the police. But if they find out you lied this time, you going to jail. That's on you. You can't keep lying to the police.
I wasn't lying about a scratch been on my child's face.
And I'm not going to be paying your bill. You think your chick is stretched as far as the midnight ocean, don't you?
I didn't say it like that, did I?
You thinking your cell phone bill, you having cable.
Mama, that cell phone bill is way worse than that cable bill. My cell phone bill is ain't it 100 and something?
Yeah, your electric bill is more than that.
And my electric bill is how much?
Your electric bill was $236, baby.
And how much was the water and the gas?
The water was $98.
And the gas is what?
$85.
And the cable is what?
$92.
And then on top of that, I have to pay $500 for rent.
Well, you ain't even got enough. Booger been helping me pay that. But they ain't doing nothing. If I took $500 and paid that, what you gonna have there? What you gonna have there? Nothing? After you pay the rent, if Booger went up and pay the rent, yeah.
Okay, I wanted to know. So, okay, I had something on my dresser. That key was on the edge of that one thing that you got on top of them boots.
Okay, well that was stuck over there on the side with all them roaches on it. That's why I took it out of your room. And that thing wasn't even hooked up. And them boots I got out of the closet because I didn't know if them was Lania's or Tori's or who.
They's mine. You bought those for Christmas for me.
What size are they?
I think they're 8.
Okay, well, I don't know. Only thing I know is you wear the ones that's got that big spot on the toe.
I got the ones on now.
Yeah, but them the new ones that I took out put on top of your thing, you ain't been wearing them?
Yeah, I have been wearing those.
You didn't even know they were in there, Sean.
Yes, I did. I'm the one put them in there.
Them boots are practically new.
Mama, I'm the one put them in there.
Okay. So they were just under all them clothes in there.
I knew that.
You put them in there. Okay, but you ain't worn them. Then you gonna lie again.
No, I'm not lying. I have been wearing those. I wore these boots once and I wore those twice.
So when you wore them boots?
I wore those twice to church once.
I'm talking about you ain't did it this year. You just started going back to church maybe a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, let's see something. Yeah, they're 8.5.
You ain't been to church in years. You just came back.
I don't wear these one boots all the time. What?
Mm-hmm.
You said you told who what?
I told him, I said, she was talking about getting her son baptized. I said, but he just got back in the church. I said, because she wasn't bringing him and she wasn't coming.
And what did she say to that?
She ain't say nothing. She just said, yeah. I said, now, she was raised in church. I said, but you got other things to do besides going to church. I said, and then she was supposed to marry a guy. I don't know what happened then. So, and she said, well, what about the other baby daddy that I ain't never seen? He ain't never seen. I said, I don't know. She said, oh, okay. I said, well, I'm going to take everything down. So I'm just letting you know. I said, in the girl's house that she was over, she said to text me. I said, yeah. I said, she had her kids was taken away from her. I said, and she left J. Ron and Dayton over there. She said it was just for a little while. She said, really? I was like, yeah. I said, I'm trying to tell you everything so she can't lie on me and said that this ain't the way it happened. Because I know you. I know you. and then you let kindness influence you. So I really know, I'm not going to play this game. I ain't even got time to play this game. I don't.
Like I said, y'all assuming that I'm with him.
And then don't nobody care, but he ain't shit. He ain't got shit. That's why y'all gotta be over Tiffany's house.
We went over there. Okay, you want me to tell you why?
No, because you can't come over there.
The reason why we went over there, because the simple fact is, we didn't want to put up with this junk that just went down.
Mm-hmm.
And we was over there, and no, we wasn't staying over there. I told Jerome that when he asked me that. He said, are you staying over here? He's like, are you staying over here? I said,
you have been.
Listen.
You have been staying over there.
Mama, let me explain. He asked me.
I don't care about you raising your voice.
I'm not raising my voice. I'm saying, he asked me, have you been staying over here? I said, I've been staying over here since Saturday, and I'm about to go back home in between either now or later. But ever since that went down, I stayed over there because the police told me to stay over there until things calm down.
Okay. Well, the fight wasn't with you, but you made them think it was.
What?
The fight wasn't with you. You made them think that it was.
I didn't tell him it was a fight with me. I said
evidently
it was him, but it had my kids. My kids was in the middle of it.
Okay. But Booga didn't try to stop you from coming home.
But they told me to let it die down.
It wasn't with you. I told them that today. I said, I don't know why she felt like she couldn't come home where her kids were. She wanted her kids to come back over there.
Because I wanted him to see his dad before he left.
And instead of you coming over there.
Because he couldn't, because he was back.
He with him since Saturday.
I know that, but he wanted to tell him bye, but y'all wouldn't let me do that.
Okay. Okay.
That's what, and then it made me feel like, because he was sitting there crying, he said, Mama, I want to go back over there with you because I want to see my dad before he leaves. I said, okay.
Well, you know what he told me? He said, I don't want to go back over there. And I asked him, I said, J-Ron, I said, who told you to stay? The dog scratched Jaden in the face. He said, Tiny.
No, he didn't tell him that.
Okay.
Tiny didn't tell him nothing.
Okay, Sean. Okay, I'm just saying.
Oh my God, that boy study lying.
Wonder where he got it from.
Tiny did not tell that boy to say that.
You can't get mad at him for lying when you lie all the time. How you gonna be mad at him?
Tiny did not tell him that. I'm serious, he did not.
Just like the little.
Tiny didn't say none of that junk. Tiny was skeptic.
Okay.
Because he was wondering the same thing I was wondering. Why come they wouldn't let me get my kids?
Okay.
And bring them so he could see his daddy.
Hey, didn't nobody try to stop you before? But at first, you was the one, then he ain't never gonna see him. He ain't never gonna see him. As soon as he sweet talk to you, or whatever it is he do to you, whatever it is, whatever you got going on with Tiffany and him, or whatever you got going on, that's the trouble you got to deal with. Not me.
We ain't gonna be able to go. We ain't gonna be able to go down to the
I don't care. That's on you.
Cause it's raining.
Okay. Ain't my problem.
I'm not taking him out in that anyways.
Okay, don't do that. Okay.
I was just telling you. How you know?
That's why I told you to make sure you send it down.
I did.
It's gonna rain and it's gonna be cold. I knew that.
I mean, it ain't really cold. It's just rainy.
You're open. Alright.
No, Jeremy. No, he didn't tell that boy that.
And so I told that woman everything that I needed to tell her. So they'll investigate. Not me. They'll investigate. They told me they didn't want to come back over there.
Come back over here?
over to Tiffany. That Tiffany got a lot of roaches. She got just as many roaches as Mama. I said, because both of them nasty. And he said, boo, we hungry. So now I went in there, he took off his shoes and his feet stink, his butt stink, Jason's butt stink. I told him all that. So they came back over there, they were stinky, they needed a bath, and they were hungry.
Cause I had hamburgers over there.
Well, I don't care. I don't know, Charlotte. They told me they had me. So I don't know who ate hamburger. Them kids did. So I don't know who ate the hamburger.
I said I had hamburger meat over there to make it for them. That's why I went back over there to make them something to eat. And that's when Booger did what he did.
Okay, do you know how late that was?
No, it was... What? This was about 7 or 8 o'clock when this happened.
That's right. And them kids got...
And they normally eat. They did eat before that.
At 9 o'clock.
They did eat before that.
What did they eat? Because they said they was hungry.
They had a sandwich and some chips because I made sure they ate.
Okay.
And I was going to cook them a hamburger when I went back over there.
Okay. Well, they said they was hungry. I let them tell Jerome what they needed to do. They said, boo, we hungry. And I said, okay.
But you making it seem like I didn't even feed them at all when I did.
Well, they said they had me. And I know what time they get off that bus.
I fed them when they got off the bus. And then I told them, I'll make y'all burgers when I come back because I came over here to take a shower. And I left and went back over there. Because I was talking to you on the phone.
Why you come over there and take a shower? You were staying over there.
Because I
ain't supposed to have nobody staying over there with her.
But we wasn't over there that long. We was over there for like 2 days.
Evidently. I just told the woman where you was at. That's all I could do. All I could do.
You made it look like I was staying over there forever or something. I
said she was over there. She had those kids over there Saturday night. I said she did not take them to church on Sunday. I said
because I got back from Tulsa late.
Around, I told her, I said that you been leaving them kids with Tiffany. You said you haven't.
Honey was there too.
I said, and Tynan ain't that little boy there. And then he was sleep on the floor with J-Ron. What kind of shit is that?
I had them on the air mattress. That was on the air mattress. They wasn't on straight floor.
When Booger came over there, that boy and Jason was on the floor.
They was on the air mattress.
Okay. Well, Booger got a picture.
It was an air mattress.
Okay.
Oh my God! See, this is what I'm talking about.
And I told Jerome, he said, well, why is she staying over there when them kids got a bed over here?
Jaden don't have a bed, but Ron does.
Okay. Well, they slept in the bed together that night. Joe did. They got a bath, they ate, and they got in the bed, and they was happy. They said they didn't want to come back over there. He said he played the game with Tynan. He said, and Jaden too. He said, but he don't want to go back over there.
We all played.
And he said he didn't want to go back over there. So, that's what he told Booker too.
That's all he wanted to do is play the game?
He said, you ain't got to go back over there. You ain't got to go back over there. Well, I don't know, child. That's going to be on you, child.
Man, y'all making it look like I did something so bad. Like, I'm neglecting my kids when I ain't even did nothing. Wow.
Trying to make you look bad.
But see, you sitting up here telling, like Booker told you that they was sleeping on the floor. Really, Mom? And J-Ron was on the couch playing the game.
But you told me.
No.
Sleeping on a mat.
That was an air mattress. It's an air mattress.
You told me a mat. You didn't say nothing about no air mattress. You said a mat.
We slept on. Okay, it was me and Tiny, J. Ron and Jaden. It was an air mattress, cause I helped her put it down.
Okay.
And Jerome could tell you that when he went in there.
Okay.
Cause that's what Boogie shattered that cup with.
Okay. Okay.
And they can tell that when they look at them pictures.
Okay. That ain't the question, though. That ain't the question they're going to ask you. They're going to ask you why them kids hadn't had a bath and why them kids was home. Those are questions they're going to ask you. So
I keep telling you, I did fix them something to eat.
You ain't got to tell me. You ain't got to tell me, Sean. You ain't got to tell me. You tell the people. And you tell Social Security. You ain't got to tell me nothing. Only thing I can speak on is what I done experienced with you. I can provide evidence. The rest of it, whatever you tell, the story you tell, you back it up. I'm going to back mine up. Because after I wash my hands of this, I'm going to be done. I ain't going through this no more. So wherever you go, whatever you do, you have to deal with them people. They know you're incapable of taking care of any of that. So that ain't going to be on me. That's going to be on you. And if they come over to wherever you staying at and it ain't clean, I promise you they'll take your kids, Charlotte. Because they're already in an unclean and unsafe environment. You keep saying that it's safe and clean, and it's not.
I'm saying,
it ain't.
Why would you think my kids are not safe? That's just...
Charlotte, all of the stuff you done took them kids through, how'd you figure they all safe?
Hey, they was mighty happy. They was mighty happy playing the game just fine, and they wasn't even thinking about coming over here.
Charlotte, ain't nobody talking about just this time in Pacific.
Mama, I ain't did nothing.
Everything out.
Wow.
Okay, well you just tell them that. Just tell them that, Charlotte. Just tell them. You ain't done nothing. Just tell them.
Man, I'm gonna finish cleaning up this room because I don't feel like hearing they mouth, nobody mouth right at this moment.
Okay, well, if they come to visit you and you don't talk, that's on you.
I said I don't feel like hearing nobody's mouth about my room.
Okay, well, you ain't got to hear my mouth. You ain't got to hear my mouth. I don't sleep in there. Look at on leave, and I don't leave. That's on you. But you ain't got to hear my mouth. So, I'll let you.
After the order by Kimberly Stokely.
When was the last time Jay's been to a funeral?
The last funeral he's been to is my mama brother and my grandpa.
Because.
Well, my grandpa is the last person he went to.
Yeah. Now I was wondering because he seemed so fascinated about going into that funeral home when he was walking out the library that day. Like, you know, he knew what was going on.
You know what? He's seen the color of Grandma's casket. Every time you see Mama's car, that's the color of her casket. So every time you see that, he thinks that Grandma is in her car.
Wait, what?
The same color as Mama's car is. Remember her car is maroon, right?
Yeah.
Well, Grandma's casket was that color.
Okay.
And that's why every time you see Mom's car, hi, Grandma.
Like Jay told you that?
Yes. He said every time I get in Grandma's car, I think Grandma was in here, laying there. It scared the shit out of me. That's why half the time I don't even go outside like that. But you know what's funny? I'm about to tell you what your son said. We was outside and there was a bird flying, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said, that's Grandma. She in the sky. And she naked and she waving at me.
What?
He said the bird was naked and it was Grandma and she was naked.
And she was waving at me.
Flying. Yeah.
He tripping. Okay, but...
That's what I said.
Like, so... But... I mean, but what does that got to do with the funeral home? Like, I understand that the car was the same color as the casket or whatever, you know. But, like, he seems to really know, you know what I'm saying, what goes on in the funeral home. And, like, he likes it. And he wants to go in there, and, you know, this and that and the third. He wanted to go in there.
That's what he wanted to go in there for.
Like, what, to see a body in a casket?
Yeah. He does that all the time. When he with Mama. He want to go in the funeral home and I go get stuff for Mom, for them. And I say, no, stay in the car with Daddy. No, I want to go with Mama. I said, hell no, stay in the car. Daddy, go let your Mama tell you. Okay, so she walks outside. Boo, what you guys got an ammo?
Mm-hmm.
He's infatuated with limo. He's thinking it's a presidential limo.
You think it's a what?
A presidential limo.
A presidential limo.
He is stuck on that.
Wait, so J-Lon's been there to a funeral home with your mom while she's been working on bodies and shit?
Yeah. He saw them work on Grandma.
Huh?
In Tulsa. Remember that time I was in Tulsa when I told you she had passed away?
Yeah.
Well, that day is when we went up there and it was embalming her. And I got sick to my stomach. I was so sick, you don't believe me. I walked out of there because I was so mad.
Wait, so you seen it too?
Huh?
Wait, so you seen it too?
Yeah, I seen him embalm her and everything. He was standing right there by me.
Like, why did your mom take you around that?
I don't know. Same thing I asked her. I guess she just wanted us to see what they do. You know? Life is a bitch, but you can't make it a bitch if it ain't really success.
I mean, but why your grandma? Why somebody so close to you? Why would it just be like a diver or something?
That's exactly what I thought about too. That shit is irritating. Like, I have flashbacks every now and then about it.
And she takes Jay in there? Like when she does this shit?
J1 was standing right by me when they was embalming her.
Why'd you want to go in that funeral home that day?
Huh?
But why'd you want to go in that funeral home that day?
I don't know, because Mama wouldn't let me.
No, but I mean, why'd you want to go in there?
I don't know.
But you found something cool in there?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like a limousine.
Huh?
A limousine.
A limousine?
Yeah.
Oh, you like the limousines there?
Yeah.
Oh, you like riding the limousine?
Yeah, I like riding in a limousine.
You do?
Yeah, I like riding in a limousine.
But how many times have you rode a limousine?
Like a lot of times before.
A lot of times for what?
Like for funerals.
Oh, for funerals?
Yeah.
So you been to a lot of funerals?
Yeah, but not these days, no.
Oh, you don't go to no more funerals?
No, I can't go to no more funerals anymore.
Why is that?
Because Mama won't let me because I was scared.
Oh, because you were scared?
Uh-huh.
But what were you scared of?
Like dead bodies.
Bodies?
Mhm.
Yeah, it was scary, huh?
Mhm.
Clearly, this video is evidence of bullying, blackmailing, coercion under duress, manipulation, malicious intent, acts of violence, domestic violence, disabled adult abuse, taking advantage of the disabled, alcohol abuse, parental alienation, and fraud and conspiracy. All of these things were done in the presence of my son and his younger brother, which is child abuse, neglect, and failure to protect on numerous occasions. However, the story is not over. Shortly after, I let Charlotte know that I was getting married, and it all fell down from there. She told me I would not see J-Ron if I was with another woman, and J-Ron would not be allowed near my fiancée.
Created and edited and produced by me.